Hello everyone, it is us, the passionate team behind the TV Days Drama Digest channel. We're your go-to source for all the juicy, heart-pounding twists and turns in the world of daytime soap operas, and today, we're diving headfirst into one of the most electrifying storylines currently unfolding on Days of Our Lives. Buckle up, dear viewers and fellow drama enthusiasts, because we're about to unpack the tangled web surrounding Sophia Choi and the paternity mystery of her precious child, baby Tesoro. Remember that bombshell moment when Sophia dropped the hint to Aaron Green that he couldn't possibly be the father because the dates just didn't line up? Oh, the suspense. If that's the case, and all signs are pointing to some serious discrepancies, could we finally be on the verge of uncovering the true identity of Tesoro's biological father? Join us as we dissect this riveting saga, layer by layer, with all the dramatic flair it deserves. We'll explore the initial assumptions, the shattering DNA revelations, the shocking confessions, and the wild speculations that have fans buzzing across social media. Let's discuss it together. Grab your popcorn, because this is going to be a wild ride. To set the stage properly, we need to rewind a bit and immerse ourselves in the rich, tumultuous history of these characters in Salem. Days of Our Lives has always been a masterclass in paternity dramas, from the infamous switches involving babies like Sammy Brady's twins to the endless debates over who fathered whose child in the Horton and DiMera clans. But this latest arc with Sophia Choi feels particularly raw and intense, blending youthful impulsiveness with the high-stakes consequences of secrets and lies. Sophia, portrayed with such fiery determination by the talented Rachel Boyd, burst onto the Salem scene as a vibrant, ambitious young woman with dreams bigger than the small-town drama she found herself in. She's the kind of character who doesn't just react to life's curveballs, she swings back with everything she's got. Tate Black, played by the charismatic Leo Howard, is the quintessential brooding teen heir, torn between his privileged upbringing and the messy realities of first love and responsibility. And then there's Aaron Green, brought to life by Louis Tomeo, whose boy-next-door charm hides layers of complexity and hidden turmoil. These three form a volatile triangle that's been simmering for months, and baby Tesoro is the innocent spark that's about to ignite the whole powder keg. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Initially, the entire town of Salem, and indeed, the viewers at home, were led to believe that baby Tesoro was Tate Black's child. It all stemmed from a passionate, whirlwind romance between Sophia and Tate, one filled with stolen glances, secret rendezvous, and the kind of intense chemistry that makes soap operas addictive. Picture this: Tate, fresh from his own share of heartaches, including his complicated feelings for Holly Jonas, finds solace in Sophia's arms. Their relationship escalates quickly, as these things often do in Salem, culminating in intimate moments that seemed destined to change their lives forever. Sophia, feeling the weight of her pregnancy, confides in Tate, and he steps up, or at least tries to, in that classic, heroic way. For 9 long months, Tate wrestled with the idea of impending fatherhood. He imagined diaper changes in the Black family mansion, playdates interrupted by corporate intrigue, and the daunting task of balancing his youth with parental duties. Fans watched as Tate's face contorted in anguish during those heartfelt scenes, his eyes reflecting the storm of emotions, fear, excitement, and a deep-seated sense of duty inherited from his family's legacy. But oh, how the tables turn in the blink of an eye. The drama escalated to fever-pitch levels when recent DNA testing proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Tate is not the child's father. Can you imagine the sheer devastation? The scene where the results were revealed was nothing short of masterful. Sophia's hands trembling as she clutched the envelope, Tate's hopeful expression crumbling into disbelief, and the room thick with unspoken accusations. The test, conducted amid whispers of tampering, because in Salem, is any DNA result ever truly tamper-proof, shattered the fragile foundation they'd built. Tate, who had spent months preparing mentally and emotionally for this role, was left reeling. His confession to close friends about the relief mixed with profound loss was heartbreaking. It humanized him in ways we hadn't seen before. And Sophia? Her reaction was a whirlwind of shock and denial, her tears streaming as she protested the impossibility. But deep down, viewers could sense the undercurrent of something more, perhaps a secret she'd buried so deep even she hadn't fully acknowledged it. Enter Aaron Green, the unexpected wild card in this paternity puzzle. In a moment of raw vulnerability, Aaron confessed to Tate that he had slept with Sophia. This admission came like a thunderclap, echoing through the halls of Salem and sending shockwaves across fan forums. Visualize the intensity. Aaron, his voice barely above a whisper, his eyes averted in shame, spilling the truth to his friend Tate. It was just one night, he might have stammered, the weight of betrayal hanging heavy in the air. This confession positioned Aaron as the biological father of baby Tesoro, at least in the eyes of those involved. The timeline seemed to align. Sophia, heartbroken after a fight with Tate, remember that infamous slip where he called out Holly's name during an intimate moment, sought comfort elsewhere. She ran into Aaron at Horton Town Square, where they shared desserts, laughter, and, apparently, a fleeting passion while watching a movie on Peacock. It was a classic soap opera rebound, impulsive, charged with emotion, and ripe for consequences. But here's where the drama truly amps up, dear readers. It's very possible that a DNA test will show Aaron is not the father either. Yes, you read that right. Whispers from spoilers and fan theories suggest this confession might be another red herring in a long line of Salem misdirections. Aaron's admission, while sincere, could be based on a misunderstanding or even a noble lie to protect Sophia or Tate. After all, Aaron has always been the loyal friend, the one willing to shoulder burdens for those he cares about. His family background adds layers to this. The Greens are no strangers to scandal, with brother Mark recently released from prison after plotting against Chad DiMera, and sister Felicity emerging as a budding star in Chanel's bakery. Could Aaron be covering for something bigger, perhaps tied to his family's tangled web? Imagine the scene, Aaron undergoing a paternity test, the sterile hospital room filled with tension, Sophia pacing anxiously, Tate lurking in the shadows. The results come back negative, and the room erupts in chaos, accusations fly, alliances shatter, and Sophia is left cornered, her secrets unraveling like a poorly knit sweater. If neither Tate nor Aaron is Tesoro's father, will Sophia finally confess the truth about the real identity of the father? This is the million-dollar question that's keeping us all on the edge of our seats. Sophia's character has evolved from a love-struck teen to a woman grappling with the ramifications of her choices. Her recent confession to Melinda Trask, admitting that Tate isn't the father and revealing her sabotage of Chanel and Johnny DiMera's adoption plans, hints at deeper deceptions. Melinda, ever the scheming lawyer, could use this information as leverage, forcing Sophia's hand. Picture Sophia, her voice cracking under pressure, finally spilling the beans in a tearful monologue. It wasn't Tate, it wasn't Aaron, it was him, she might whisper, her eyes wide with regret. But who is him? Fan theories are running rampant, and we're here to break them down for you. One popular speculation points to a mysterious stranger, a one-night stand that Sophia had after her encounter with Aaron. In the heat of her emotional turmoil, still stinging from Tate's betrayal, she wandered into a dimly lit bar on the outskirts of Salem. There, she met a charismatic enigma, let's call him Julian for now, a placeholder drawn from various spoiler leaks, with piercing eyes and a dangerous allure. They talked for hours, sharing stories of lost loves and hidden pains, before succumbing to a reckless passion. Julian could be anyone, a long-lost DiMera relative seeking to infiltrate Salem, a con artist with ties to past villains like Stefano, or even someone from Sophia's own murky past. This theory gains traction because Sophia's genuine shock at the DNA results suggests she truly believed Tate was the father, overlooking this fleeting indiscretion. If Julian enters the picture, it could explode the storyline, custody battles, revenge plots, and romantic entanglements galore. Imagine the dramatic entrance. Julian striding into the DiMera mansion, DNA results in hand, declaring his paternity and appending the adoption plans Paulina Price has been orchestrating for Chanel and Johnny. Another twist fans are buzzing about involves potential DNA tampering, a staple in Days of Our Lives lore. Could someone like the devious E.J. DiMera or even Kristen DiMera have meddled with the tests to serve their own agendas? E.J., with his legal prowess and family loyalties, might see Tesoro as a pawn in expanding the DiMera empire through adoption. Or perhaps it's tied to Brady Black's involvement. Recall how Brady orchestrated the initial DNA test to clear Tate's name, laying out his theories in that tense dorm room confrontation. Brady's history with paternity issues, who can forget the saga with Teresa and their son, makes him a prime suspect for further interference. If the tests were swapped, it could mean Tate or Aaron is the father after all, leading to a cascade of apologies, reconciliations, and renewed rivalries. Let's not forget the emotional toll this is taking on everyone involved. Tate's journey has been particularly poignant. After learning he's not the father, he's confided in Holly about his mixed feelings, relief at dodging teen parenthood, but a lingering ache for what could have been. Their reunion scenes are charged with tenderness, hinting at a rekindled romance that Sophia's secrets could derail. Aaron, meanwhile, is in full freak-out mode, as spoilers indicate. His anxiety over potential fatherhood, confronting Sophia in heated exchanges, adds a layer of vulnerability to his character. And Sophia? She's the eye of the storm, her decisions driven by a mix of love, fear, and ambition. Her sabotage of the DiMera adoption, perhaps out of a desire to keep Tesoro close or to punish those she sees as threats, shows a darker side, but one rooted in desperation. Baby Tesoro, the innocent bundle at the center, represents hope amid the chaos, a symbol of new beginnings in Salem's ever-spinning wheel of fate. Expanding on the adoption angle, this plot thread weaves in even more drama. Chanel Dupree DiMera and Johnny DiMera, desperate to build their family after their own heartbreaks, have set their sights on adopting Tesoro. Paulina, with her mayoral influence, is pulling strings to make it happen, but Sophia's confessions could throw a wrench in the works. Imagine the courtroom showdown, Sophia retracting her consent, the real father appearing out of nowhere, and the DiMeras fighting tooth and nail. This could link the Greens to the DiMeras in unexpected ways, especially if Aaron's paternity holds, creating a blended family saga ripe for future conflicts. Felicity Green's emerging role in the teen scene, baking up storms at Sweet Bits, could even draw her into the fray, perhaps bonding with Tesoro as an aunt or uncovering family secrets. As we ponder these possibilities, it's worth reflecting on how Days of Our Lives masterfully mirrors real-life complexities. Paternity uncertainties, while exaggerated for drama, touch on universal themes of identity, belonging, and forgiveness. Fans on social media are divided. Some root for a Tate-Sophia reconciliation, others champion Aaron as the underdog dad, and a vocal contingent demands the stranger twist for maximum shock value. One Twitter thread, or should we say X post, exploded with over 5,000 likes, theorizing that the father could be a recast of a long-forgotten character like Philip Kiriakis, tying back to old rivalries. But let's circle back to that pivotal question. Will Sophia finally confess when the truth closes in? If history is any guide, yes, but not without fireworks. Expect tear-streaked faces, slammed doors, and alliances tested to their limits. Sophia's arc could lead to redemption, as she owns her mistakes and fights for what's best for Tesoro. Or it might spiral into villainy, with her clinging to lies until they consume her. Either way, the revelation promises to be epic, reshaping relationships and setting up months of fallout. In conclusion, dear Drama Digest family, this storyline is a testament to why we love Days of Our Lives. It's unpredictable, emotional, and utterly addictive. Whether Aaron steps up as dad, a stranger crashes the party, or another twist flips the script, we're in for more drama than ever. What do you think? Is Aaron the real father, or is there a bigger shock coming? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.